Hello, I'm Stan Simpkins on behalf of my partner Lonnie Shabby and myself. Welcome to Small Business Virtual Roundtables Top of Mind Tips. Just a 3-minute clip, a snippet, if you will, of some things you probably deal with and oftentimes go, oh, I meant to deal with that. As a small business owner, we've all got tons of things to do, and it's very easy to overlook things. And yet, kind of like a Bearcat scanner for the police, you've got to constantly circle around, make sure nothing's missed. So we hope that maybe today's tip will be something you can use, and we'd love to hear back from you and see what other things you'd like to hear about. Thanks a lot. Well, good morning. I'm Stan Simpkins, and my partner Lonnie Shambi is with me here. Good morning, Lonnie.
Hey, Stan, how are we doing today?
Well, I'm doing great. Well, Lonnie, we've all heard that phrase, if you can't measure it, you can control it. And everyone's heard that phrase, and it makes sense to most owners. Coaches, we know they use this for athletes habitually. They measure the numbers. I don't care if it's speed, distance, or whatever it is, they're measuring. Yet so many small business owners, they give very, very little scrutiny to understanding their numbers, especially the business numbers, beyond the bottom line. What's the bottom line, right? The truth of the matter is that the real story about a company's operations is barely reflected in most companies in their formal financial statements, like the balance sheet, the profit and loss. And what owners really need to focus on more is how the numbers got that way and how they could have been different. Things like break-even analysis, analyzing your costs, doing what-if scenarios financially, and examining their pricing. The models, my gosh, they don't exist really. In light of their competition, they're just a start.
Yeah, Stan, most business owners operate by the SOP philosophy, and that's a seat of the pants. And there's no place that shows up more than in sales. And in sales, they have very little to go on except what the sales guy tells them. And they can't seem to set any kind of objectives that the sales guys and they can agree on. So they end up driving a number that doesn't help them manage their business. And it's kind of like, how long is it going to take me to close something? Well, I have no history to really tell me that. And that's something that tells me that they've got a problem coming down the road.
Great point. And it's a good thing that ties into one of the comments we once made. People do what you inspect, not what you expect. The owner says, well, the salesperson knows what they're doing, and they're never measuring or even asking the questions about, like I said, how many leads you got in the funnel, blah,
exactly.
blah, blah.
Yep. So how's that translate to selling? Yeah, to sales.
Yeah. So if you, the viewer, are like most of the 32 million small businesses out there, you probably have nothing more than a bookkeeper handling your numbers, and maybe you have an accountant CPA coming in once a quarter looking at your bottom line. So I would suggest to you that starting today, if you will, you probably ask your CPA maybe if they wouldn't do a deeper dive and analyze numbers, and really helping you with this thing we put. In fact, show them the video, tell them to get the point. And then if not, maybe you should be talking to someone else if you have to get that done. That's a tip for today. Lonnie, anything to say?
No, that's good, Stan. You signed it off, pal.
All right. Have a great day, everyone.